Notre Dame so soon after playing the first time?
We know a lot of their tendencies, so it'll probably be easy, to go over scouting and we know what they want. We know what to expect out of them, so it'll be a real competitive game.
It's a game that you guys probably felt like you deserved to win, considering you were up, and obviously what happened in double overtime. Talk about that, and I mean, do you look back at that game and say, what if, and it kind of started a little bit of a streak right now, kind of in the opposite direction for you guys?
No, you can't really look back at it, in my opinion. What if? But during that week when we lost that game, we learned what we did wrong to lose that game. It was a tough fought game, but we learned from our mistakes and we learned what not to do. And when we get into those type situations, so we got better from it, and we preparing for this upcoming Wednesday game.
Is there any positive to the fact that in the 3-game losing streak, there's only been a 9-point difference? I mean, you guys have been in all these ball games.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I mean, a good thing. Being that we're this close to where we need to be as a team, as a young team. It's a process. We're just trying to get over the hump right now.
Talk about getting back in the ACC race. Just you don't want to fall too far behind in the conference.
Yeah, you're right. I think the first win is going to be big. When we get the first win, it'll take a lot of pressure off, certain people or, our fans or, just getting the first one is big.
Does that with the scheduling maybe actually help you guys out and get that first win that you're playing a team you just played 8 days ago, you're pretty familiar with them, you hung close the first time. Does that kind of maybe help make that first win even more probable?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Like I said, being that it's like a 2-week turnaround, knowing your opponents great, knowing their tendencies, they know our tendencies, so it's going to be kind of hard because they know our moves, they watch film, so it's going to be I think a low scoring game because they know everything we want to do or accomplish, and we know everything they like to do, so it's going to be pretty tough.
Has it been a little discouraging to be so close each time and not quite be able to knock it down?
I mean, yeah, you could say that. I mean, you learn from it. You can't dwell on it. That's one thing you really can't do because there's so many games out there left, and there's so many things you can still accomplish in this, 18-game ACC season. So, the things we're trying to do and trying to accomplish are still out there to get.
What has Coach Gregory told you guys about kind of keeping your heads up and staying confident and energetic?
Staying positive, keep encouraging each other, keep coming to practice, pushing each other each and every day, go hard, leave everything out there in practice, become even more disciplined, and just learn that the little things is what, makes a difference in the game. In the last 8 minutes, the little things are what takes you over the top to get the victory.
The team's 3-point defense is a lot better than it has been. It's one of the best in the country. Like the defense on the interior, the 2-point shooting percentage is a little higher than it has been. I imagine it was a luxury to have a guy like Daniel, knowing if you get beat, he's going to be back there to clean things up.
Yeah, it was a luxury, having a 7-footer back there, but with Charles and DeMarco back there, the physicality they bring is great. A lot of people tend to struggle to finish through a hard chest. They're hard chest when they're going in there, try to shoot a layup. So their presence is just as good to me, in my opinion, because it makes it hard for little guards to come in there and just play the ball. So they bring a lot of their defensive presence is pretty big.